In addition to solid principles, there are quite a few more software development principles, not from Laravel or PHP at all, but from general software development. And one of the most popular ones is don't repeat yourself, or dry to be short. And Wikipedia gives a very fancy definition of that, but the essence of that is actually in those 3 words: don't repeat yourself. If you have repeating code in various places of your application, you should extract that to some kind of function, some kind of component, whatever is in your language or framework. In Laravel case, probably the best example that I came up with is blade components. So, as an example, I took Laravel Breeze. So, this registration form comes with 4 fields. Every field has a label, and every input has its own styling. To perform that in Laravel Breeze, in register blade file, we have X label and X input. Under the hood, it's in resources views components, so you can open up label, which has a few Tailwind classes under the hood as attributes, or input looks like this. Also input, which may be disabled, and it has a lot of attributes, Tailwind attributes. Those attributes actually can be abstracted in Tailwind CSS directly, or you can use it as blade components and add styling here. So for example, if we wanted to add some other field in the register blade, for example, surname, we just copy name and surname, and we don't really care how to style that. It will be styled exactly the same because it is in the X input. So surname, actually I won't really edit everything, it's just for demonstration. I refresh the page, it's name and surname, and I forgot one style probably. It is MT4 for the whole div. So class MT4, margin top for all the rest of the fields, not the first one. So yep, name and surname. And that surname looks exactly the same as the first label, and that input has exactly the same style as the first one. Or another example from the same Laravel Breeze, when you're logged in, I use it a lot in my demo project. So what if I need to add another link here on top? There's a blade component for that. In the navigation blade of Laravel Breeze, we have xNavLink, and if we just duplicate that one without really changing anything and we refresh the page, and the link appears here as well, exactly with styles that we want, and we can change the active condition. So for example, if route is different, then it is underlined, otherwise it isn't underlined if we refresh. So blade components, in my opinion, is probably the best way to demonstrate don't repeat yourself principle, because otherwise if we didn't have blade components here, we would need to copy and paste the nav link here, all of those classes with all the condition actually inside of that blade file. Now it is separately in the logic of blade components, and we can just focus on the functionality and not on the styling.